Hello aspirants, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of Analyst IAS. As the registration for Prelims 2023 have started and you have your exams on 28th of May, our coaching Analyst IAS have decided to launch a Prelims test series which would be free and we would be solving questions important for Prelims. So stay tuned for the next topic. We'll start with the questions without wasting any time. So the question 1. In the context of the Indian economy, consider the following statements. First, India's net foreign direct investments has consistently increased during the last decade. Second, the service sector was the largest recipient of the FDI inflows in India and in the last financial year. Third, no FDI is allowed in oil and gas public sector units in India. Which of the following statements are correct? Pause the video here, try to answer it. I'll be giving you some time as well. I hope you all must have answered it. Now we will move towards the explanation. The answer to this question was option C as statement first, which says that the India's net foreign direct investments has not consistently increased during the last decade. Second is correct. The economic survey of 2021-22 revealed that the service sector has contributed over 50% to India's GDP. Now, statement third is also incorrect, which says that 100% foreign FDI under automatic route is allowed for oil and gas public sector units. Therefore, the answer for this question is C, which is second, and rest others are wrong. Now we will move to our second question, that with reference to the Startup Intellectual Property Protection Scheme, consider the following statements. First, the scheme was introduced by the Government of India in the budget 2022-23. Second, it aims to promote awareness and adoption of intellectual property rights among the startups. Third, any patent agent registered with the Controller General of the Patent, Trademark and Design can act as a facilitator for effective implementation of the scheme. Which of the following statements are correct? You can pause the video here and try to answer it. I hope you all must have answered it. Now I'll move towards the explanation. So the correct option is C, which is second and third. We will see why. So what are intellectual property rights? So intellectual property rights are emerging as a strategic business tool for any business organization to enhance industrial competitiveness. Startups, and startup means an entity incorporated or registered in India not prior to 7 years. So statement 1 is incorrect, which says that the scheme for facilitating startups intellectual property right was launched in 2016, not in 2022-23. Statement second one is correct, as the scheme of SIPP aims to promote awareness and adoption of intellectual property rights among the startups. Third is also correct. For effectively implementation of the scheme, facilitators shall be empaneled by Controller General of the Patent, Trademark and the Design, which is CGPD-TM. So the correct option is C, which is second and third statements are correct. Now we will move to our third question, that consider the following statements with reference to the National Population Register and National Register of Citizens. The National Population Register would record a foreign national staying in a locality for more than 6 months. Second, National Population Register may be used for identifying beneficiaries of subsidies. Third, National Register of Citizens has been prepared for all the northeastern states. Which of the following statements are correct? Pause the video here, try to answer it. I hope you all must have answered it. So now we'll move towards the explanation. Statement 1 is correct, as the NPR is a list of usual residents of a country. According to the Home Ministry, a usual resident of a country is one who has been residing in local area for at least last 6 months. So it is not a citizenship enumeration drive, as it would record even a foreign national staying in the locality for more than 6 months. Therefore, first one is correct. Statement second, the Home Ministry said that the objective of conducting NPR is to prepare a credible register of every family and individual living in a country, apart from strengthening security and improving in targeting of beneficiaries under various central government schemes. Statement third is incorrect, as the National Register of Citizens has implemented only for the state of Assam. So therefore, third one is incorrect, second one is correct, and the first one is correct. Therefore, the answer is A. Now we'll move towards question number 4. Which of the following would be considered as a challenge in reaping the benefits of a demographic dividend? First of all, you must know what is demographic dividend. I'll tell you, but just try to answer it. First, asymmetric demography. Second, low human development. Third, informal economy. Fourth, low public spending on health. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Pause it and try to answer. I hope you all must have answered it. So first of all, we will move towards the explanation. What is the demographic dividend? Demographic dividend refers to the growth of an economy that is a result of change in the age structure of a country's population. Therefore, option A is correct. The growth in the working age ratio is likely to be concentrated in some of the India's poorest states, and the demographic dividend will be fully realized only if India is able to create gainful employment. Option 2 is also correct, as India ranks 130 out of 189 countries in the UNDP's Human Development Index, which is very alarming. Therefore, health and education parameters need to be improved substantially to make Indian workforce efficient and skilled. Option 3, informal nature of the economy in India is another hurdle in reaping the benefits of demographic transition in India. Option 4 is also correct. Evidence suggests that a better health facilities improve better economic production. It is very clear. So the answer to this question would be D. All of them correct. Now we'll move towards our question number 5. That consider the following statements with reference to factors affecting population growth of a country. First, political unrest can be detrimental to population growth. Second, soil quality influences the density of the population. Which of the following statements is correct? Pause it and try to answer. I hope you all must have answered it. Now we'll move towards the explanation. First of all, I would like to say that you all must have heard about the news in the West Bengal when the TMC and BJP workers collided with each others basically. So this led to a detriment to the population growth, as many people died in that area as well. And soil quality will also influence the density of the population. Therefore, the answer should be C, both of them. We will see explanation further. Political unrest and discrimination are detrimental to population growth. Clashes between different political parties, I gave you an example already, or people with different religious beliefs, like which happened in Delhi, have often resulted in a reduction of population in that affected area. Statement 2 is also correct, as soil quality influences density and distribution of the population. A substantial population earn their livelihood from agriculture, which depends on the quality of the soil. Food crops are grown on the soil, thus is one of the most important raw materials required by any population to grow. Now question number 6. Arrange the following statements in descending order, starting from the highest in terms of net in-migration from other states. You must know what is in-migration and out-migration. Try to answer it. I hope you all must have answered it. The correct option is A, which is Maharashtra. Then you have Delhi, the national capital. Then we have Gujarat, and lastly we have Haryana. We will see the explanation. The option A is the correct. Migration is the geographic movement of people across specified boundaries for the purpose of establishing a new permanent or semi-permanent resident. Along with fertility and mortality, migration is a component of the population change. The term in-migration and out-migration are used for movement between areas within a country. For example, if workers go to Delhi, then that would be in-migration for Delhi. And if workers will go out of Bihar, UP, northeastern states, so that would be out-migration. Option 1 is correct. Maharashtra, Delhi, Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka and Punjab are the main states where share of in-migration is much higher than the other states. Maharashtra and Delhi are the two main states where the largest in-migration during the last 10 years occurred. Maharashtra has the highest share of the in-migration, followed by Delhi. Furthermore, Gujarat stands at the third number, Haryana at the fourth in terms of the total share of in-migration. Now we will come to our question number 7. Which of the following statements is correct with reference to inequality adjusted human development index? First, this index is published by UNDP. Second, it is calculated using 3 dimensions: civil rights, wealth distribution and wellness. Third, this index serves as the foundation of the Oxfam Inequality Index. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So we'll move towards the explanation. I'll give you the answer. The answer is A. Okay, now we will see the explanation. Statement 1 is correct, as Inequality Adjusted Human Development Index is a list of countries published by UNDP in its Human Development Report. Statement 2 is incorrect, as the HDI represents a national average of human development achievements in 3 basic dimensions, which are health, education and income. Remember this. Statement 3 is incorrect. Inequality Adjusted Human Index do not serve as the foundation for the Oxfam Inequality Index. They have their own parameters. Now we will come to our question number 8. Consider the following statements with reference to the recent population trends in India. First, the average life expectancy in rural areas is higher than the urban areas. Second, females have higher life expectancy than the males. This is obvious. Third, among the statements, Delhi has the highest life expectancy in India. Which of the following given are correct? Pause the video here, try to answer. We'll move towards the explanation. According to 2011 census, India has 1.21 billion population. Right now it's 1.4 something billion, 42 billion I guess. It comprises of 17.5% of the world's population with 2.4% of the world's area. Statement 1 is incorrect. According to the latest sample survey for 2013-17, the life expectancy stood 67.7 in the rural areas and 72 in the urban areas due to improved medical conditions and hospital infrastructure. Statement 2 is correct. India has seen an improvement in overall life expectancy at birth to 69 years, with women expected to live for 70.4 years and men just for 67.8 years. Therefore, the females have higher average life expectancy than males in India. Statement 3 is also correct. India also continues to grapple with a wide variation in life expectancy in different states. The national capital of Delhi has the highest life expectancy, which is at 75.9. So the option 3, which says 2 and 3, this is the correct, and statement 1 is wrong. Now we will move towards question number 9. We just have 10 questions. Consider the following statements with reference to the banking sector in India. First, the gross non-performing advances ratio of scheduled commercial banks has consistently improved during the last 3 years. Second, the capital adequacy ratio has continued to decline since 2015-16. Third, the bank credit growth has been declining constantly during the last 5 years. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Pause the video, try to answer. Now we will move towards the explanation. Statement 1 is incorrect, as the gross non-performing advances ratio and the net non-performing ratio of the scheduled commercial banks continued to decline since 2018-19. Statement 2 is also incorrect. the capital adequacy ratio has continued to improve since 2015-16. Capital to risk weighted asset ratio of the scheduled commercial banks increased from 15.84% to 16.54% on account of its improvement for both public and private sector banks. Third is incorrect, that the credit growth was 5.3% at the beginning of the April and started to increase since then, but was still modest and stood at 7.3% on 17th December 2021. However, the credit growth has picked up sharply in December to 9.2% as on 31st December. So the answer to your question is D, which is 1, 2 and 3. All are incorrect. Now we will move to our today's last question. With reference to the agricultural households in India as per the Situation Assessment Survey of 2021, consider the following statements. The average monthly income per agriculture household is more than 10,000. The net recipients from the crop production have increased about 50% as compared to the previous survey. Third, income from wages is the smallest component of monthly income of agricultural households. Fourth, there has been an increase in proportion of small and marginal farmers in the total farmers. Which of the following statements are correct? Try to answer it. Now we will move towards the explanation. Option A is correct answer. Why? The National Statistical Office, which is NSO, in its 77th round of survey carried out a survey on land and livestock holdings of households and situation assessment of agriculture household in rural areas. Statement 1 is correct as it reveals that the average monthly income per agricultural household was 10,218. Therefore, it is greater than 10,000. Statement 2 is incorrect as the SAS report also shows class-wise distribution of sources of income among the agricultural households. The net receipts from the crop production alone have increased by 22.6% as compared to the previous SAS report of 14. Therefore, it is incorrect. Statement 3 is also incorrect as it can be seen from the chart. I'll give you the chart later. Income from the wages in the largest component of the agriculture household income. Therefore, the answer to this question is A. It was based on the survey, so you need not to just lose your temperament over it. This was all about the today's session. You can let me know in the comment section because there we can connect. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a nice day.